Hi, I'm Natalia.
And I'm Julie.
And I'm Stephanie.
And our topic today is emotional intelligence as seen in Disney movies. Emotional intelligence is the ability to learn and cope with your emotions in a positive way. It can be interpersonal or extrapersonal, meaning that it is focused on one's own personal experiences and how they react to their own emotions, or how they interpret the emotions of other people and react socially. Emotional intelligence signifies the ability to be cognitive of, regulate, and express one's own emotions, and to apply these skills to relationships. Being empathetic to others, understanding their emotions, and reacting respectfully are a few of the ways how emotional intelligence can be applied to relationships. We will be explaining 3 of the 4 aspects of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, other awareness, and emotional regulation. To do so, we will be using various scenes from movies that demonstrate each aspect. First, we will look at emotional intelligence in a scene from The Incredibles. Emotional regulation is the ability to suppress certain emotions and adapt emotions to certain situations. Second, we'll explain other awareness using a scene from the movie Big Hero 6. Other awareness is the ability to pick up on others' emotions and put yourself in their shoes to understand what they're experiencing in that moment. This is when a person can understand and relate to someone else. After that, we will look at an example of self-awareness from the movie Inside Out. Self-awareness is the capacity to understand, acknowledge, and express one's own emotions. The last aspect of emotional intelligence is use of emotions, which is the ability to hold back certain emotions to be successful in a situation. However, we will not be providing an example of this part of emotional intelligence. We decided to choose Disney movies because they do an exemplary job at interpreting complex topics like emotional intelligence in ways that even children are able to comprehend. The characters that Disney and Pixar build are well-rounded and developed in that they have distinct personalities that are able to express emotion in ways that feel real and relatable to the audience. Therefore, it makes sense that these films are used as examples as Disney builds a certain degree of emotional intelligence in each of their characters in order for those characters to feel real.
I'm not hungry for meatloaf.
Well, it is leftover night. We have steak, pasta. What are you hungry for?
Tony Ridinger.
Shut up.
Well, you are.
I said shut up, you little insect.
Well, she is.
Do not shout at the table. Honey?
Kids, listen to your mother.
She'd eat if we were having Tony Loaf.
That's it.
Stop! Oh, we gotta be tough!
Stop running in the house. No.
Sit down.
Hey, no force fields!
You started it.
You sit down. You sit down. Violet.
Simon J. Palladino, longtime advocate of superhero rights, is missing. Gazer beam.
Bob, it's time to engage. Do something. Don't just stand there. I need you to intervene.
You want me to intervene? Okay, I'm intervening. I'm intervening!
Sister Violet, let go of your brother.
Emotional regulation is the first aspect of emotional intelligence that we will discuss. This is when you are able to recover very quickly from an intense emotional experience. In the 2004 Disney movie, The Incredibles, the scene called Time to Engage clearly shows an example of emotional regulation. As we can see, the family is in the middle of a very intense emotional experience. In this scene, each character is not regulating their emotions. This is shown by the characters becoming very angry and even physical with each other. However, when the doorbell rings, they are able to stop and regulate their emotions by calming down and recovering from the situation quickly. Even if they are still feeling angry on the inside, they are able to adapt to the situation and mask their feelings. This scene reflects the ability to use emotional regulation to recover from emotional experiences.
Yeah, he should have. But there was a fire and now he's gone.
Tadashi is here.
No, people keep saying he's not really gone, as long as we remember him. still hurts.
I see no evidence of physical injury.
It's a different kind of hurt.
You are my patient. I would like to help.
You can't fix this one, buddy. What are you doing?
I am downloading a database on personal loss. Database downloaded. Treatments include contact with friends and loved ones. I am contacting them now.
No, I don't do
Your
that.
friends have been contacted.
Unbelievable. Now what are you doing?
Other treatments include compassion and physical reassurance.
I'm okay, really.
You will be all right. There.
Thanks, Baymax.
In the 2014 Disney movie, Big Hero 6, in the scene that you just viewed, Baymax, though a robot, seeks to use a type of emotional intelligence called other awareness. Other awareness is when a person can understand and relate to someone else, and is able to show empathy and compassion for other people. In the scene, you see that Baymax is wanting to help Hero after he suffered the loss of his brother, Tadashi. Even though Baymax cannot fully understand or relate to Hero in the situation because Baymax is a robot and doesn't fully understand emotion or feeling, he does download all the information from the computer about loss and grieving to help him understand ways to help a person who has suffered a loss. Baymax also tries to show compassion towards Hero by giving him a hug at the end of the scene. This scene shows that Baymax is aware of others and wishes to help them by showing empathy and compassion, making it a good example of other awareness.
I know you don't want me to, but I miss home. I miss Minnesota. You need me to be happy, but I want my old friends and my hockey team. I want to go home. Please don't be mad.
Oh, sweetie.
We're not mad. You know what? I miss Minnesota too. I miss the woods where we took hikes.
And the backyard where you used to play.
Spring Lake, where you learned to skate. Come here.
In this resolution scene from Disney Pixar's 2015 movie Inside Out, Riley has decided to run away from her new home because all of the emotions she was feeling were too overwhelming for her. But once the character of Joy realizes Riley needs Sadness's help to understand the emotion she is feeling, Sadness is finally allowed to help Riley realize the full extent of her emotional experience. Sadness uses Riley's core memories to remind her of who she is, so with Sadness's help, Riley is finally able to let out all the pent-up anger, fear, and disgust in the form of the emotion she'd felt the least of all, sadness. Through this clip, we see Riley learning self-awareness via the help of one of the emotions living in her head. Self-awareness explains that one is required to feel their emotions and acknowledge them in order to fully understand them. Up until this point in the movie, Riley had not yet acknowledged any of the things she was feeling, and it all came to a head and something had to change, or else Riley would be running away from her family. Through sadness, Riley is able to process and define all of the different aspects she had been feeling, and she is then able to express to her parents how she has been handling the situation. Riley's development in self-awareness is the key to understanding her experience she's had since moving away to a new city. Self-awareness was the key in learning how to cope. So this clip was a clear example of Riley learning self-awareness from the emotions who reside inside of her mind.